From Steve Slayton to Pat White to Pat McAfee, they love their Mountaineers in Morgantown. And in a place known for Yan Dogs and pepperoni rolls, probably some liquid refreshments, the Mountaineer faithful ready to go here in Morgantown. Kansas State ready to kick it off to get things underway. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. The Mountaineers offense will take the first swing of the game. And as we look out on the field, here comes the man who makes it all go, and that's this quarterback.
Yeah, and he's big time. That's why he's up for all these awards. He's known. Everybody knows exactly what he brings to the table. He can run it. He can throw it. They're expecting a big day from this young fella.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. He's looking to throw. Firing to the right, complete. All the way out to the 37-yard line. It's a gain of 15. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, running back on the move. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. Got 6 on 1st down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. They'll go to the ground. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And how about the timing of the linebacker on the blitz to get in the backfield and get the tackle for loss?
Is there anything better for a linebacker than to run on a blitz and nobody... They stripped it out! And the defense jumps on it and they get that turnover.
And when you're on defense and it's wet and it's rainy, you know exactly what time it is. That ball gets a little heavier. It gets a little slicker. You're trying to get to that thing. You know you get your hand on it. There's a good chance it's coming out. Nice job by the defense forcing it with the assist from the weather.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Power football with the run. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the 1st down play. And the Wildcats come to the line in the hurry up. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to buy time. He'll pull it down and run. He's finally stopped, but a big play there with his feet as he moves those sticks. Kansas State has it with another 1st and 10.
You can tell this is a pass play. He has his eyes down the field. He's looking to throw the football. But how nice is it when you got a guy like this that can scramble and go get you a 1st down? Just really hard to stop from a defensive perspective.
And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute. Offense gets set for 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Moving away from pressure. And he can't find a receiver, and down he goes.
And that is your job. The O-line has to protect the quarterback. That's the most important position on the field. You got to make sure you keep him upright. You got to do a better job.
Quarterback adapting. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit. He'll send out the kicker here. And he'll need a little distance and to bend it just right. A 41-yarder from the left hash. Good right down the boulevard. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0. After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away.
I'll tell you, this is not an easy place to play on the road, especially at nighttime. This crowd, they get loud. That's the way it's been so far, but they have a nice drive to open it up. They're able to execute. They put themselves in field goal range, knock it through the uprights. They did exactly what they needed to do, taking a 3-0 lead here early on the road. That's impressive.
Weaves his way ahead and gets 5 out to the 18-yard line. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. That keeps the running game churning. Pick up a 5 to the 23. So what do they have for 3rd and short from their own 23? They'll try to bully their way for the first. Gets the job done on 3rd down as he gets it out to the 25. The analytics nerds say the goal is at least 4 yards on 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Finds Zach Priest, and he's got 4 out to the 29. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Out across the 30 to the 39 after getting 10 on that one. And the Mountaineers have their offense in high gear. Trying to surprise him with the pass. Blasted as he lets it go. Ball in the air, intercepted. Not a lot of room on the return, but he'd already gotten the most important thing, the ball, and they have it at the 46.
Nice play by the DB. Most people say offenses have the advantage, right? They know where they're going. They have the footing underneath them. Defensive guys, you still got to guess. You might be a little bit more cautious.
How about that elusiveness? He's got space. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
He's looking to throw it. Fires left. Makes a connection. And tight coverage right there, but he makes the grab, and they've got it on the 11 and a red zone chance. Going up top on 1st down. Trying to get to him. He's got it and still on his feet. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. He caught it. And he'll go out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they've got it right on the doorstep. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. They'll try the run. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. From the gun, wants to pass. Going for 6. Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. No return coming, he'll call for the fair catch. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. First down here for the offense. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man downfield. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
First down, West Virginia.
They'll run it from the gun. And a short gain here in the first quarter will come to a close. Guys, it's Kansas State who carries the lead into the quarter break. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Running back searching for a hole. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
And they can't make the connection on third down.
Obviously, when you're playing in weather like this, the ball is very slippery and it's hard to catch. The QB threw a bullet that time, and his receiver just could not reel it in.
He'll try to field the punt and bring it back. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. Handoff from the shotgun. Smashes through. Pushes ahead for 2. They'll mark it at the 17. Kansas State pushing the pace. Dialing up a second down pass play. Trying to escape and get it himself. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
Well, when you're running the curl route against zone coverage as a QB, you know you've got to get the receiver the ball quickly. This quarterback has a cannon for an arm. He showed you on that last throw, and the offense picks up the first down.
Finally stopped at the 46 after a 15-yard gain.
And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now, having given up multiple first downs on this drive. Somebody on defense has to step up, make a play, and stop the bleed.
Kansas State back at it after picking up the first down.
How many first downs is that alone, just on this drive? The defense, they keep this up, they're going to get worn out, continue to have to play more and more guys. They got to do something to change this.
Defense there to stop him after a gain of 3, but he is inside the 32-29. On second down, they'll take to the air. That's caught. It's Washington. And good blocking in space out there to give him enough room to pick up the first down. Kansas State in business in the red zone. To the ground with the back. And he's brought down after a nice gain. So close to cashing it in for this offense. Got his man quickly. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. Second and goal for this offense. Trying to surge it in. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Kansas State. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown.
This running back was not going to be denied. Nice blocking up front to create a hole for this running back, and he was able to take advantage.
And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. From inside the 10, here he comes. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. West Virginia has it, the offense ready to go to work. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so it puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
He's right on target, and he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. Facing a third down is short from the 26. Looking to throw for it. Right down the middle. It's complete. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
First down, West Virginia.
Give to the back. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. The Mountaineers want to pick up the tempo. He wants to throw here on 2nd down. Makes the grab. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. The defense trying to get a stop on third down from the 44. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. And the Mountaineers get it up.
Nice job by this offense converting the third down. Listen, third and short, they know you're going to run the football, and they still did a great job being physical. Third downs has been such a struggle for this offense. Bottom 50, one of the worst in college football. Nice job on that play.
And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. On second down, he'll fire. Gets it out fast. Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the first down. Fresh set of downs after the completion.
Down, West Virginia.
He wants to throw. Fires to the wideout. A strike downfield. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Zings it complete to the right. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Out of the gun, the inside give. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
Brings up third down.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
Third and short in college football today, you see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
On 4th down, going to the air. He caught it, and he will score! Touchdown, West Virginia! Some much-needed life from this offense as they try to cut away at this lead.
No doubt. Needed something to go right. If you're down, you got to make plays. You got to get your team back in it. Great start. Keep chipping away.
That makes the score. Kansas State, 17.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. This has been an impressive first half, and Jesse, they'd love nothing better than to tack another one on before the break.
And why would they want to stop at this point? Everything they've dialed up, they've been able to execute, throwing and running the football.
And how critical is it for this defense to get a stop? Down right now before the half. They can create some momentum on their side by getting a stop before the half.
The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. Second down coming up. He's looking to throw. Steps away. He's going to take off. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there.
And the defense gets to the quarterback. K-State sends the punt team onto the field, ready to boot it away. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. And here comes the punt team. He'll try to really get into this one. First one of the day is booted away. They ran him out there 4 times in the victory last week. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on him. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. In modern college football, Jesse, if there's time, there's an opportunity to attack.
And I like them being aggressive here too, guys. Look, they practiced this all week long. Now you're in that situation to go out there, have some fun, and let it fly.
And defenses are taught to stay deep, play prevent in these situations. So I think you could get a good chunk play and then possibly get a field goal to tack on before the half.
On second down, wants to throw it. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down. That last incomplete pass has him staring at a 3rd and 3. Wants to throw on 3rd. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Trying to find his man on first down. It's complete. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. Trying to convert this second and short. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Got him downfield. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. And they bring him down, but did you see this freshman rifle that thing in there? And as the clock is winding down here in the first half, they'll send out the field goal team. It's good. And the field goal to end the half takes us to halftime. The Mountaineers will line up to kick off and start the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. They go to work in the third quarter with the lead, but they have had a little trouble keeping their quarterback upright.
Yeah, and you have the lead, you're positive, but the offensive line coach is definitely going to be upset. And the offensive coordinator, listen, I don't want my guy getting touched. He's being productive, but give him some more time here in the second half.
I think you can do that, too, offensively, by maybe leaving your tight end in to help block, maybe chipping with running backs to help these tackles out on the edge, because you're right. That pocket has been shaky. And if it continues to be that way in the second half, this could be a much different-looking football.
Looking to throw on second down. Quick completion on the out route.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all off-season long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
On third down, going up top. Flushed out of the pocket. They finally get him on the ground, but not before he rips off enough for a first down. And the Wildcats in the hurry-up.
Sometimes these guys just have eyes in the back of their head. You saw it right there. He was able to buy himself time, get outside the pocket, and at that point, I think the decision was pretty easy. Hey, I can go get this with my feet. He was able to do that. Now they got a fresh set of downs.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. The play-action fake. Throws to the wideout. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking for a huge play. Makes the grab. And he'll take this into the end zone, but hang on just a second. Flag down. Let's see what this is about. So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Arguably the game of the week, fellas, with 2 top 25 teams locking horns. Notre Dame is currently ahead in this one, but it's been a close one so far in South Bend. They're up by 10 over USC. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes, you'll see it right here.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. Quickly complete. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4.
And that is exactly where the football was supposed to go. Offensive coordinators call drag routes, anticipating man coverage. Even though the ball's only traveling 2, 3, 4 yards down the field, if the receiver's able to get a rub and create some separation and the quarterback hits him in stride, that little completion, that can turn into a 20, 30-yard gain.
And the Mountaineers will line it up on 1st and 10.
Really nice job by quarterback and wide receiver. This is why you do film work. This is why you throw on air all offseason. I know I get zone coverage. I know exactly where I'm breaking. I know exactly where to deliver the football. Nice throw, nice catch.
Wants to throw on 2nd down. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on third down. Finds a man in the middle. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. They're in the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 20. Gets it out quickly. You want to talk about building a drive around a guy, first on the ground and now using him in the passing game.
And you get so much bang for your buck because you can split him out wide. You can fake it to him and throw it. This is the guy that really stretches the field and makes you decide how you want to defend him. A linebacker, a safety, whatever it is, it's usually not good enough when he's receiving the ball in the backfield.
Turning to the running game on 1st and goal. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Offense trying to pay it off on 2nd and goal. He's looking to throw. He's got it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Mountaineers. Oh, the offense shows some life here and cuts into the lead with that score.
And, man, they needed it. They had to have something to go right. Listen, still down. This is a great start to getting back in this ball game.
That makes the score Kansas City 24, West Virginia.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. Leaves it with the back. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's 1st down. Kansas State quick to the line. Right back to the well. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. That kind of pickup on 1st down, and you can take a shot here on 2nd and short. Handoff to the lone back. And the freshman does a great job using his technique and getting the man on the ground. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. To the ground to try to move the chains. That ought to be enough to give Kansas State the 1st down. Clock ticks across the 4-minute mark here in the 3rd.
And that's a nice 3rd down conversion for this offense. And I'll tell you what, the struggle for this offense has been stringing those 1st downs together. They're not in the top 50 in college football in 1st downs. They'll get one and then they kind of stall. Let's see if they can put multiple 1st downs together. Get one of those long drives going.
From the gun. Give on the inside. At the 45 on his way. He's now up to 95 yards on the ground, and he's been terrific all season, ranking in the top 10 in rushing.
I love that play call. This offense is going to run the football. They're not just going to do it between the tackles, but they're going to attack you outside. You saw that with that handoff. They get to the right. They get him in space using his speed. Good play.
They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11.
You know, as a quarterback, you believe in your matchup. And my running back, if I can get him the ball in space, he's going to win a lot of times. He didn't that time. The defense was ready. Nice job in the open field making the nice tackle.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Trying to make magic with his feet. He's got enough for the 1st down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line. Quick tempo here for the offense.
It's going to be tough on this defense containing this guy because he's got that 6th sense to get outside the pocket, and at that point...
Touchdown, Wildcats! And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board.
Number 87.
That was an absolute sledgehammer of a drive, just taking the air out of the ball.
And it's hard when you run that many plays not to make a mistake and throw an interception or get penalties and put you in a bad spot. But the offense just strung play after play after play together and got in the end zone.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The kickoff team on the field, and he ought to just boom this thing through the end zone with that extra 15 yards on the penalty. 1st down here for the offense. Looking to move it through the air. He finds his man. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. The Mountaineers will hustle to the line. Looking to throw on second down. He's got an open man. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that.
Nice job by the quarterback, pre-snap and post-snap. He knew the defense was going to be playing zone coverage, and there was no doubt in his mind where he was going with that football.
And when you're a quarterback, man, I know wide receivers are great athletes and they're supposed to catch everything that gets near them, but when you don't put it right on the center, when they're running a lot of times, it just makes it a little bit more difficult. And I think he did that a little bit too much for his wide receiver right there.
It's caught. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. And the Mountaineers are marching down the field. He wants to throw it again. Fires to the wideout. He's got it. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Feeling some heat. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. After the misfire, it's 2nd and 10. Unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be first and goal. The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. They'll use the running game on first and goal. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Here he goes breaking the pocket. Touchdown Mountaineers! And they take it in for 6 more points. Great example of how a second half can really change everything for a team.
No doubt. First half, it looked bad. It looked like it was bleak. It looked like it was ugly. But now you're starting to get it turned around. More drives like this is what's needed.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. They'll leave it with him. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this third period. Guys, it's Kansas State who carries the lead into the quarter break. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. To the ground, he's got it again. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
They've got a lead here in the 4th quarter, and there's certainly still plenty of football to go, but this is where you'd love to control the flow of the game, right? You want to dictate everything to the defense, and you do that by running the football. That was a really nice run. This offensive line is firing off late. Looks like they're getting stronger as the game goes on, and that is a good sign for the offense.
They'll run for it on 3rd and short. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. The Wildcats headed quickly to the line.
And listen, if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. A first down sack can be a drive killer. Now it's 2nd and 13. They'll run it out of the shotgun. At the 35, he's loose. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. The Wildcats have it with a 1st and 10. They're going to ride this running back. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Defense backing up, trying to keep everything in front. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to it. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. They'll try to power their way ahead. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be first and goal from there. So this offense with an opportunity to put this game in a hammerlock if they can score and bleed the clock. With the run on first and goal. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Second and goal coming up. Fast motion from the offense. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
But when you get down here inside the red zone, you got to be able to run the football. And it's one thing to do it conventionally, but I like the idea of mixing it up and trying to go jet sweep.
They'll try to pass it in on third and goal. And he is snowed under, sacked at the 7. So on fourth down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. And that lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Georgia State is getting handled right now at home. Someone needs to step in here, throw in the towel, and stop this fight. They're trailing by 18 to Georgia Southern. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The incomplete pass leaves him with second down. He's looking to throw. He looks that one in nicely. Brought down at the 33, but not before he gets 10. The Mountaineers want to crank the tempo.
The defense needs to have a plan for this guy. They weren't ready for that one. Drag route, running all the way across.
Unloads it downfield. And is knocked away and incomplete. The defensive back staying in phase and batting it away. After the misconnection, it's second down. They keep attacking through the air. Makes the grab. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. And the Mountaineers are rolling down the field.
And no messing around right now if you're on offense. This is the time where execution has got to be at a premium. You need to hit completions, David. They need some big plays.
Yeah, and you just want to keep pressuring them and keep making them use the clock, give them the underneath stuff. And again, when they drive the football down the field, I just can't give up touchdowns. Field goal at this point is not going to hurt my defense.
He's just winning that matchup in the slot every time.
And when you put him in the slot, Reese, he's closer to the quarterback. It's an easier throw. We can run in, we can run out, and really take advantage of his versatility of the guy at that slot position.
Now from the 40, it's first and 10. He's looking to throw it. Working that left side now. Makes a grab, and he's dragged down. And the short completion brings up second down. He's looking to throw. Complete. Tackled, but he has a first down. New set of downs after that completion.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know right now, saving the clock. That is at a premium for this offense.
It's caught.
These are simple routes, the drag routes that go across the field, but they actually can turn into huge plays. You see all the speed on the outside and out wide receiver. You get it in his hands quick, he can go make a play, make one guy miss, and maybe next time he can make an even bigger game.
Ooh, boy, this freshman quarterback has a hose. Did he sing that thing in there? Looking to throw. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. And the D deny them on second and goal. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of Pater. Trying to push their way into the end zone on third and goal. And he's a real nowhere man, tackled in this no-gain land. They'll try to pound their way in. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. They've got him pinned back in a world of trouble, and listen to this crowd coming through. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. They'll probably bleed every second possible off this clock before they snap it. They'll go right back to it. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. It's third down now, and they ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Quick completion on the out. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. And the Wildcats come to the line with a new set of downs. Here's the give off the left side. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. As they come to the line on second down, ordinarily you might go up top, but they need to keep this one on the ground, keep that clock winding. Finds a crease at the 20. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. The give to the left side. Runs through the tackle. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Give to the running back. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. You know, there's no real reason to panic, but if you think about it, when does panic